It's a lazy morning. It's a coldish morning. Sun hasn't broken through the clouds, and I'm just inside the tent, or just in the vestibule. I'm just setting up the coffee. Michelle's still in bed. Oh, it's hard some mornings, isn't it, Michelle? To get out of bed.
I'm still in bed.
I know. It's hard to get out of bed some mornings. Particularly when all you've got to look forward to is walking. But some nice walking. Like yesterday was quite nice, those little country lanes. Did you like them, or were you just a bit too tired?
No, really nice.
So this is the day before a rest day. We're going to have only our second rest day. Only our second rest day since we set off almost 5 weeks ago. We had a sort of rest day, but that was more in the rain. So only our second rest. We're meeting with friends here in Glasgow later today, and really looking forward to it. I'll get the coffee on, make a brew. Then we've got a bit of cheese and still some of this salami left, which I'll cut up. I'm going to have some rolls for breakfast. Haven't even been out of the tent yet, but I've brushed my teeth. Special methods for everything. Actually, want to add something about early risers. Michelle and I have never been early risers. Neither one of us likes getting up early in the morning. So I thought by doing this hiking, being out in the wilderness, it might change our body clock to our more natural rhythm. And it has. Well, it has. It's not changed it at all. We're still late risers. It's 8:30, nearly 9 o'clock. We rarely wake up before 8:30 in the morning. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is, what walk we've done the day before. So for any of you that sort of think you should be early risers or late risers, don't force it. I mean, I can see now we've been 5 weeks, well, 4 weeks walking, but 5 weeks traveling, and our body clocks remain the same. We're still getting up late. We like getting up late. We're not in a rush to get up in the morning. There are people we see hiking who are still up at sort of 5, 6 o'clock in the morning as soon as the sun comes over the edge. We wait until the sun's high enough to warm the tent a little bit, which doesn't often happen much before sort of 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's not changing us. Yeah, nearly a month under canvas, and we're still late risers, and we're happy about it. If I look out there now, the sun is just starting to burst through the clouds. Now, had it been a clear blue day this morning, we probably would have actually got up a little early, because the sun might have warmed the tent a bit earlier.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
I think we've two cows that shouldn't be out, maybe. Ah, and a bull. Wait.
now. You tell them.
They shouldn't be out, should they? Let's go in tight on here. Hello? Trying to call out to the farmer. No one's answering. Oh, you've 2 cows out on the field, on the road. I've just told the lady she's got a couple of cows out on the field, so she's coming out. She's got to get up past them. She's got to get up past. Whoa, she's passed. Now she can bring them back down. We'll just stand in here, Michelle. Let them. Okay. Here they come. Wee doggy. There's a bull there as well, look. Go on. Go on. Go on. Thank you. That's nice. The bull wasn't too sure about Michelle and I. A couple of scary hikers.
Maybe it was your red flag on your back.
Yeah.
Your red bag. They've come a long way, I think. She's just chasing them down.
Yeah, I think that possibly that gate that opened at the bottom there. 2 end-to-enders save the bacon or the beef.
The beef. That's sheep we've saved.
Sheep.
And Posty sorted them out.
Yeah. From the twine. Now some cows. All animal rights, that's what we're about. I love these old dry stone walls in some of the smaller hamlets that we go through. So beautifully made. There's another one here, look. Really, these must be very old. Gorgeous. All these houses around here. There was a little section back there that I think someone had rebuilt who didn't know what they were doing because it was nowhere near as neat. It was. I wish I'd filmed it. Sorry, I'm not going back up to film it, but it was bulging and bending. Bits were falling out. It looked like somebody had probably taken it down and tried to rebuild it. But it goes to show it's quite a skill to do it well. It's a very patient, sort of slow job to do. And somebody's had a go at. Should I go up and refilm it? I will.
I'm not.
Michelle's not. I'll go up and film it. It's a long way up. But it's silly to talk about something and not show you it. Bloody hell. It's further up than I thought. Come on. I want at least a super chat or a PayPal donation for this. Oh. PayPal.me/thankssteves. Link down below. Here's what I'm on about. So this is the original wall along here. And you see, can you tell the difference? It's all over the place. So I'm pretty sure at some time somebody's tried to rebuild it a long time ago, but it's up and down. Anyway, back down the hill. Hi, Michelle.
He just walked all the way back up that hill so that he could film some dry stone walling that he'd been talking about.
That was a lot further than I thought. Now Michelle's filming me. That was a lot further than I thought. And it was uphill.
That's why I didn't go.
I really like this one. Look, they've done sort of like alternate Castilians, is it? That's the word I'm looking for.
Sticky uppy bits.
Sticky uppy bits. Michelle, you've got it. Sticky uppy bits. This lovely little maple at the end here as well. A red maple. I think it's a red maple. Correct me if I'm wrong. And just a a few hundred meters past that, a quite different decorative type of wall. That is amazing. Stark contrast, eh? Modern innovation to the ancient arts of dry stone walling. A few pandas glued onto a crumbling brick wall. Congestion in the small lanes. The farmer is cutting the hedges. He used to do this all the time around our home in France, and so we're familiar with it. But he's got a big hedge cutter. It's like a great big rotary mower on sort of, I think, a hydraulic system or chain driven system. They're amazing, they're really powerful, they cut through absolutely anything. So there's the red barn, Michelle. We've got to take a left here at the red barn, but really there's no other option. We've taken a little detour from our original track, come off the West Highland Way, so that we could just get away from some of the bogginess and do some country roads. And today is the last day of our walk before we meet our lovely friend the Millers, and we're going to stay with them for a day or so and recharge, literally recharge everything, and get clean. It's going to be great. You looking forward to it, Michelle?
Oh yes.
See, even these great big pieces of bark these things will cut. Great big, almost logs, aren't they? What would you call them? Branches. That's the word. Oh, foggy. So much walking. What's that beep?
I don't know.
Something else is running out of power. Everything's running out of power.
I'm running out of power.
We're running out of power. We're doing all right today.
Yeah, today's not too bad.
Actually, prefer walking on these roads than on the hills of the Highland. It's just a lot easier.
As beautiful as it is, it's tough going.
And consequently, we've probably walked further and faster today than a lot faster than we would have done on the other side of Loch Lomond, where the ground was hard. Love this little narrow pathway, they called it. I mean, it's not much of a path, but it's better than most roads we've been on. I'd opt. Oh, just got stinging nettles. Just got my legs, little sting. I'd opt for a path like this on every A road that we've been on, rather than the chances that we've been so close to being killed on so many of them. So well done, whoever in the council decided to put this up. Not perfect, but a lot better. A lot better than most of the roads in the Northern Highlands of Scotland. So it's only about maybe 18 to 24 inches. But it's got a curbstone. It's wide enough just for one, and you could step onto that little grass verge if a big lorry came along. So yeah, oh man, it's an easy solution to so many roads that we've seen all the way up in the north. I just wish they'd do this everywhere.
And it was signposted, wasn't it? It was well signposted. To say this way via narrow footpath.
Yeah, it said this way via narrow footpath. Now, for example, there's a big lorry coming here now. So what would you do? The big lorry's coming up, give him a little space, just stand to one side, give him a bit of berth. Because the big lorries buff it. If we could have had this on any one of the big A roads we've had to be on the walk down here the last 400 miles, I would have embraced the council for it. I'm really happy over such a little thing, such a tiny little footpath. apart from that fella driving his car, probably didn't catch it, drinking as he's going past us. Now it ran out just there, but they've continued it on this side, so a little swap over. Nothing too complicated. Got to watch out for these stinging nettles. No, that's not nettle. Oh yes it is. So it is nettle. I'm going to wait for this guys to go by. And I'm just going to walk out on the road because I value my ankles. I don't want nettles biting into my ankles. Probably should have worn long trousers, but it's such a lovely day. It's a little bit rough this side, but it's better than nothing. An A road, I think. Is this an A road, Michelle?
It is.
An A road that I don't mind walking along. It's a nice little church here in Dryman. Ought to do more church reviews. This one a friend of ours said was a nice little church. Quite simple. Nice old slate roof. But I think he might have stopped here. A bit poignant. Loving memory of Janet, the eldest daughter of Robert and Christina McKinley, who died at Delna Farm 7th December 1926, aged 3 years and 7 months. Christina and Robert McKinley. Sad. It's a little sad, some of these headstones. This one in love and memory of Charles Lindsay of Caedru, who died the 15th of July 1923, aged 82. And it's almost as if there was space for other family members, but there are none on there. So people will have here in love and memory of John McFarlane, who died the 2nd of November 1922, aged 82. Also his wife Jane Coven Kennedy, who died 26th December 1927, aged 89. You see, both 89 and 82 years old. Robert McFarlane, dear husband to Elizabeth Liddell, who died the 31st at 1952, aged 85. And they say people never used to live as long back in the turn of the last century. Well, I don't think that's anywhere near true. I see this time and time again in cemeteries. Many people dying in their sort of mid to late 80s and above sometimes. 82 years old. Another 80, 94, Jane Helen McIntyre, who died the 22nd of April 2005, aged 94 years old. Now that's more recently, obviously. It is amazing. If you ever get a chance to look round some of these old cemeteries. I think we came to this one almost by mistake, because I'm not sure it's the one I was directed to. But still, it's quite interesting. Because the one John said about was quite old. And this doesn't look like a very old church at all. Actually, it looks quite modern. And yet, what am I saying? It must be quite old, because some of these stones go back to the, well, only 100 years, I suppose, but it's interesting. And in through here is a little memorial garden from people from the war, I think. So these will be people who died at a much younger age. I don't know. Love of Anne Irwin, died 21st of April, 70 years old and 78 years old. I thought this was a memorial from the war. I thought this was a war memorial. So it says there are Commonwealth War graves, so there must be some older graves here from the Commonwealth Wars. Some young men and possibly ladies. So I've come right down to the bottom of the graveyard. There's a little wall here. Let's have a look around here and see. Cannot see some obvious Commonwealth War graves. '69. I think this could be the area over here. Look at this. Wow. This area, a lot less cared for, sadly. I wonder if these are the... Yes, these look like they've got a lot more age to them. Andrew George H. Daniel 25th. Patterson, Elizabeth Patterson. No. Duncan. My. 52 years old. So even these stones don't seem to be Commonwealth stones. It'll be a mystery to me, I'm afraid, because I can't look at everyone, because I think our friends have turned up to pick us up. Ooh. So Michelle and I were waiting now for our friend Nat to come up and pick us up. It's getting past our bedtime.
Yeah, we're getting tired now. We're going to bed soon.
She should be here in the next 5 minutes from what she said. So we thought we'd come up and stand by the road. Here she is. It's a Citroen Picasso, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Are we allowed to, are we socially?
I will not tell anyone.
Don't breathe too deeply because we stink.
Not at all.
Day after our rest break with Nat and David, the Millers, and we're down here. G'day. How are you? Doing a little detour. Look at this. How cool is this? So because whoa, wow! Look at this old bridge. Does it? This is an old road. This would have been an old road. So I think people can still drive through it. They can.
Yeah.
So cars can still come through here, and so can the water. Woo-hoo. But yeah, look, and as to prove the point, here comes a car. One of the taxis.
That's what she was saying.
It's like wacky races, she reckons.